KEMPER PROFILER, Tones and Talks. Hello, everybody. We are here with the second part dealing with the new USB connection feature of the KEMPER PROFILER with your computer and so, of course, with your DAW, your digital audio workstation. The Profiler and the DAW, just good friends. We learned in the last episode from Thomas, hi Thomas.
Hi.
That they are indeed pretty good friends when it comes to recording guitar sounds directly from the profiler into your DAW and monitoring back everything in real time and without latency. That's all great, but now everybody dreams about this. I just play the guitar once and I can have a humongous amount of amplifier tones at my disposal, and I can do now here's the word, the magic reamping abilities without needing additional I/O boxes and cables and microphones and whatever, and running back and forth to the recording room. So all this is over because the profiler has USB audio, and Thomas again went through the jungle of reamping and non-cabling but routing to show you what's possible there. So Thomas, please take over.
Yeah, you see, no guitar. I don't need the guitar because I recorded the guitar once in the last episode, and we're taking over from this episode to reamp some stuff. Okay, first of all, I will show you what we have. Here's Logic, and here is the track with so you have one stack signal and one DI signal. So here's the DI signal. And here's the stack. DI track, stack track, and the original guitar track with effects was here. And the first thing I'd like to do is reamp the DI track and adding just the delay and the reverb sound. So I have a dry, wet tracked signal on one track, the stack signal, and on the other track, the delay and reverb, just to match them and mix them in the amount that I like to have them. Too much effects or less effects. So first thing is go over to the rig manager and enable USB reamping. So the DI not functional during reamping. This is just a signal that you can't record DI tracks. This is normal.
So one question,
yes.
just to be clear, and your plan is now to use the DI track or use the stack track for your first?
Of course, always DI track.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Always. So the signal goes from the DI track, and therefore, at first I need to do some things in Logic. So we see here DI track must be soloed, because on the profiler head there are only two signals, signal left and right. On the profiler stage we have 4 signals, so that means you can use output 1 and 2 to listen to the track, to the drums, to the bass and everything, and output 3 and 4 for reamping. On the profiler head, when you turn on your track, this is how it sounds. Okay, great sound.
Everything into the distortion.
Everything into the distortion. So interesting. What I mentioned, some drums through the profiler sounds great. You can create some great sounds, but this is not the topic now. The topic is take the DI track and getting this one. So switching over to the rig manager.
So you send, just to be very, very clear,
Please
you're sending the DI track now from Logic into the full channel of the profiler.
Yes.
It sees the compressor, it sees you have a phaser there, the amp and the cabinet through with the delay and also the reverb, so that you record you know, the amp tone, but just the dry and wet left and right out.
Okay.
Correct? Or with
slightly correct.
Okay.
What you hear is the signal from master stereo. So when I just want to have everything, then I need to record or reamp source master stereo. So this is what you hear then when I turn. So, but what I want to have is, because I have the stack signal already, I want to have the separated delay and reverb. So that means reamp source is set to delay reverb wet. And if I like to hear that while recording, I need to switch that on too. So this is the sound then.
Right.
And wait, what I need to do in Logic is create another track, stereo track, input 1, 2. Let's do it here. Delay, reverb, wet. So.
Right, so you solo your source track, that's VDI, where the guitar is coming from, and you record enable the new empty track, recording the delay wet output from the profiler.
Yes. And this is, I will turn on the main output to master stereo. So you hear the whole signal, and I'm recording. Okay.
And here's another tip, maybe switching off the count in.
Yes.
Make sure that you don't have the delay of the count in on the very first part of your recording. These are the little things.
The little things. I thought that, oh, count in, yeah.
Sooner or later will become part of your DNA, because you wouldn't forget them.
Yeah. And next thing is, now, if you like to listen to everything. So this is, the problem. You can't listen to the whole track while recording. You just have the solo track for adjusting, and it's a bit trial and error with the sounds. So now turning USB reamping off. So that means when I turn on the logic signal, so now it's okay. Switching over to logic again, that you can see what I'm listening to here. Okay, so the guitar with everything is off. DI signal off. So let's solo delay reverb wet. And you hear the click, the delayed click. Okay, with the stack signal together. And with everything. So this is fine to adjust the effect, the amount of effect or amount of delay effects with the stack, with the dry signal, if you have record them on 2 tracks or reamp them on different tracks. It doesn't make sense to reamp it with the whole stack signal. So in that case, if you have record the stack, then use only delay reverb wet. Another thing we can do is, maybe you think, oh, the reverb is too much, I just want to have a little dirty delay or something like that. Then take another one. So that means on Logic, create another track. Here we are. Stereo track. I will call it delay. And the first thing is set the count in. Click while recording. Yeah. I hope this is fine then. Okay, set that track on record enable and set the DI signal on solo. So then go to the rig manager or to the profiler. Enable USB reamping. And I take this one here with tape delay.
That is pretty long, yeah.
Yeah, it's too long. I think it's too long. So this is the infinity turned on. That means that the delay cloud goes for forever. And I will just take the feedback level to 97%. So yeah, then recording source. As you might see, there is another amp. It's a Plexi amp, and the other one was, what was it? The Valve amp. But for me, I don't care if it's another amp. I just record delay and reverb. So yeah, just to have this different color of delay effect. And yeah, then starting again, Logic. Here we are. I hope the click is off now. Okay, so don't be irritated. You heard the amp signal, but when we listen to the delay, it's only the delay. Oh, hard work for me.
Yeah, it's amazing how you're juggling with this different screens, because people just realized Thomas is running a couple of applications at the same time on the big
screen. And I'm only a guitar player.
That has nothing to do with that. Because it empowers you to do that, because your left and right hand independency enables you generally in life to do different tasks at the same time.
Two things, only two things, and maybe tap with the foot.
Not lose the guitar pick as well, so that's also a tricky thing. Yeah.
Okay. Now I turned off reamping, so when we are in Logic again, now you hear only the delay. Okay, I think the tempo is a bit rushing, I don't know. And stack signal and the new delay. And old delay reverb. And why not take both? So as you can hear, the new delay adds a lot of gritty, dirty sounds. And this is, amazing to experiment with all that stuff. So you think you're playing, that's what I thought when I was preparing this track. The first one, with the ionosphere reverb sounds great atmospheric. Then trying the other delay, I thought, now it's getting more dirty, more edgy, and more style. And this is something, you can do it on and on, but don't get lost in in reamping and all that stuff. But also to create fat guitar tracks, record one track, then add and stack some different amp sounds. So maybe a crunch sound, maybe a fuzzy sound with much more low end, very low at a very low level. So that's what everybody does with their productions to create their huge guitar tone. It's not only one amp, it's more amps. And this is something when you're using reamping in that easy way with just one USB connection, what everybody maybe still has because they're using the rig manager. It's totally easy.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and that's a great moment for some recommendation from your side. So if you have that guitar track, you know, the stack track, for example, that's your amp sound you're dealing with. That's the original guitar part. And that's a semi edge of breakup kind of amp. So if you would add another amp tone to this, what would your thinking process be? So how would you consider, okay, what kind of amp would you add to add some dimension to that? If you want to have, you know, you take your DI and then if you think of, okay, I create another amp track, what kind of amp would you go for? And could you show us how that would work? Just
First of
as
all,
an example, like you have this edge of breakup sound, so in a way, and if you would add another one, but with a different character, what would that be?
let's try stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So DI, I will show you. Going to Logic and creating another track.
It could just be mono then, right now, then.
Yes. Yeah, then I will call it add guitar 1. And first of all, I would go to a clean one. Having that input 1, so mono guitar. The I is on, and this one is record enable. I think I'm done here. Going over to the rig manager. Okay, then taking, where are we? Yeah. Here. Some amp. Maybe the tweet clean. What is it? The M160. I take this one. Enable reamping. Let's see if everything's working.
And then let me guess, this time you would just record the stack.
Yes, sounds boring. A bit boring. I would use a compressor. So this is really a hard setting here for the compressor. And let's take some treble and some bass out of it. So now it sounds, the higher frequencies. I don't need low end on that track because, I have a bass. So, let's record that. Go over to Logic. And click is off. You know what's wrong now?
Yeah, you have to select the output where you're taking the signal from. You need to record from stack, I guess.
So we have USB, delay reverb, that is not good. So now stack recording. This is tricky when you're listening to master stereo and you think you're right, do everything right, but then always check what you want to record. So Here we are. Going back to Logic. And yeah. Now. Yes, distorting.
That's a bit hot.
Yeah. I just saw it. Okay.
But that's also good that it's happening like this, yes. Because these are all the do's and don'ts and little pitfalls that you need to make yourself familiar with.
I've thought it's hot. I've just turned down the amp volume, but yeah, then turn it down a little bit more. Trying. Should be okay.
Okay.
And switch back to Logic. Record, enable, and trying. Okay, there's one that's too hot, but I will leave that way. Just until here. Mm-hmm. And now we're listening to the stack and to the other. Not reamping.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, and people just, watch these very, very carefully, because you will run into these situations.
Yes. Everybody will run
into.
And
so if you want to make sure that your amp, your recording is not distorting, do handle the amp volume and be pretty strict with it to be on the safe side there.
And maybe my fault was I think I needed to turn down the compressor volume too. So take care of the levels. And because it's louder is no problem. It's not tape recording, but a digital distortion sounds really ugly. So I won't play until to the digital distortion.
Yeah. Oh, gain
so
stage.
Here we are.
Gain stage.
So you get it a little bit cleaner, the tone.
Can you maybe append them left, right? No, that doesn't make any sense, because our Zoom recording wouldn't be showing stereo.
So now, panned hard left, right.
Mm-hmm.
And then with delay, with all with the both.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe with everything.
Of the
DI off.
Just for the fun of it.
Pardon?
And just for the fun of it, if you bring in the original guitar at some point, just for the fun of it, also panned out of the way a little bit, just to show some creative things that might be possible with leftovers.
You can do a lot. What what you can also do, so this is just for this track some normal sound, but why not using a fuzz? Take the same sound, tweet, and instead of the compressor, using a fuzz. Kemper fuzz. This one, maybe drive a little bit up. And now, reamping. Tom, correct me if I did something wrong.
I try to follow.
Next one, going to Logic. Take the DI track soloed. And going back to the rig manager. And listen. Okay, very nasty. Adding maybe delay. Ping pong. With much feedback, mix level, and a lot of grit. Trying again. So, wait, the output, master stereo. Now, I take master stereo because I would like to record the whole signal chain. Okay, that doesn't sound nice, but I will create another track and record that stuff on the other track. Logic. Here we are. Solo, yeah. Okay, stop it now. Then really hot too. So normally I should turn the level down too with that sound also, so that the level is maybe in that area. These are too much. Okay. The stack signal and the nasty signal. Good morning.
Hello.
I'm sorry. The next time I will learn it.
Well, hey, relax. As I said before, you're juggling quite a lot of tech here.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Doing it live. This is just amazing.
Okay, here we are. And now this is the sound. Turning on. Now the nasty guitar is on the right. I'm blending it in. And it's better to have it in the center because I was recording stereo delay. So it's better than to have that one, the nasty delay in the center. Okay, turning everything on, maybe
The DI off.
DI off and the original guitar off. And I'm just, now we have the stack, the clean guitar on the right, stack on more on the left, and I'm adding the nasty delay, and then after that I will turn on the reverb and the other delay. So yeah, for me it sounds a bit too nasty for this silent track, but just to show you some stuff, and always try it. It's no problem. You don't using tape or something like that, which is getting muddier with the time when you're recording. So try stuff out. Sometimes these nasty things and these fuzzy tones create, just when you blend that in a little bit, create this extra atmosphere and this extra dirtiness, which is the game changer for the whole track.
Yeah, indeed. And also, it just comes to my mind, if you're into metal stuff, for example, if you think of the Tue Madsen rig pack, there are a lot of tones which for themselves sound not so impressive, but if you would just have one DI track and you go through his amp, his profile collection, and you would reamp 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks, and you blend in this various amps at the various settings, you could have really a big wall of guitar sound just out of one DI track, for example. These are the things, the good practices, the go-to applications of that as well. And then, find the right combination of, combining tones with at the edge of not destroying them by adding clean stuff with the processed stuff and things like this. So that's all then for you to have the creative decisions where the possibilities are endless, and it's just down to the taste to get to that point that that really works, and to have the essential stuff quickly in there and shaped into a release ready form, quality wise, has not been easier than this ever. And if you just think of everything now lives in the computer, and you can do your mix and do the mastering and send it out from that computer directly to the streamers these days. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, or something different. You record in the rehearsal room. Take just one direct signal, take the profiler, rehearsal room, direct signal, play with all the other guys together, then go home, go back and reamp your off. You can do so much things, but think about one thing. When you stack amps and stack signals, take one with more low end, take one with more high end. Don't use the same sound, so from the frequency range and also from the gain stage. So one low gain, maybe with more mids or more high frequencies, one with a muddy one with more low gain, more low end, and much more gain. So to have these different characters of amps blend together into one big sound. So it doesn't make sense to have all the high gained, low end sounds stacked together.
Yeah, and then two things. Whenever people ask, musicians ask what they should do, I very often tell them, just think about what Metallica would do. Business-wise and production-wise as well. And I know from them that they always record the DIs.
Yeah.
And will have the option to treat them afterwards. And then the other thing is, if you have the DI track, and if you use even, I don't know, the built-in DAW's function, or you have a Melodyne version, any version, you can, create a copy of your DI track and change it tonally. You can edit a second voice. You can put it, I don't know, an octave down, whatever, and take it from there, because your performance is in there. You just keep the integrity of your playing and just changing the notes to become creative. So a lot of stuff is possible.
Topic for the next episodes, I think.
Over the next right, we will try these. And speaking of the next episodes, maybe we should wrap it up at this point, if you don't have anything else to add, because now you know the process, you know the pitfalls, because we have properly performed.
Don't forget switch reamping on and off.
So you know all the pitfalls. We just went through them to showcase them as well. And be creative. Let us know what you think, if you have some questions. And in the next episodes, we will go into some performance aspects, I can say right now already, and then also into the more creative aspects. Maybe the Melodyne thing has some value for some people as well. So if we get it a little bit more into production, because it's important as a musiker, because when you have control about what's going out to the world, about your performances and things like this, and being self-contained and reduce costs and get more skills into yourself to be able to do more and compete in this hard market out there for musicians, that's a good thing. All right, so enough from this. Thanks a lot again to Thomas.
Welcome.
We say bye. See you next time soon. Take care.
Bye.